Hello, Barondipitus here with another video for the TCG shelf. This is first of all, this is more of the Harry Potter trading card game. I mean, it's been out of print for years, but yeah, I had a very special opportunity probably about a year or so ago, I discovered these two unopened packs of three booster packs each of the Harry Potter trading card game in my parents' house. My mom wanted to keep them for a while. She was kind of joking, like, it's my retirement, blah, 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 whatever. I mean, I did look up how valuable they are, and I've seen unopened booster packs going for maybe $20 each, which I guess that is a little bit, that's more than what a booster pack normally would be, but it's not a lot. The Harry Potter cards are not really worth very much as far as I can tell. It's nowhere near like Pokemon or Magic or whatever. So anyway, but yeah, then finally, more recently, I talked to her about it, and she said that as long as none of my siblings want them, then I can have them, and they didn't. I asked them, and they're like, no, you have at them. I do, just like anytime I bring something up with Harry Potter, I do want to sort of make clear that yeah, I do have, like, especially with the author of Harry Potter, I do have, of course, very complicated feelings about it, but about the author of Harry Potter and everything, and but but I will say that the books and this card game was part of my childhood. It's these were purchased back in 2002, 2003, whatever, right? So I basically I thought that it's not very often that you get to open 20-year-old card packs. So I was considering making the opening itself an actual video, but I decided my wife and we wanted to just kind of like open them together, just ourselves. But I will show you guys what the packs had in them. So like I said, each of these had three booster packs in them. They're all from 2002. So at this point, the recording of this video, 22 years old. And each pack had, here, I'll sort of demonstrate here. Each pack had two Diagon Alley and one Quidditch Cup. A Diagon Alley was a set, Quidditch Cup was a set. I remember. I think there were only like a total of about 4 sets for this game. It didn't last more than a couple of years, like many other trading card games. But I still have my old Harry Potter card, and I thought it was kind of fun. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys what was it. I kept them with their respective like wrappers to show you what was in each booster pack. Most of these cards, I didn't expect very many. Like, I expected maybe a few new cards. There's some cool stuff in here, though. All right, so I'll just go ahead and like start here. So with Diagon Alley. So yeah, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I remember this card. Blue Wig. This is a card I have as well. Spongify, also old. I also have this. Dogbane Potion, have this. Dog Biscuits, recognize this. Then, of course, there's 2 lesson cards, which are basically the energy or the land or the mana cards for this game. This game was made by Wizards of the Coast, by the way, so, there would be just like old Pokemon as well as Magic the Gathering, right? So, Potions, Care of Magical Creatures. Injured, I think I had this card before. I don't quite remember. Porcupine Robe, I do recognize that. Here, this is cool. I do not have this one. Dragonhide Gloves. Whenever a creature does damage to you, prevent 1 of that damage. So, yeah, just like with other, like, just like with the old, with Pokemon cards, a circle means uncommon, circle means common, diamond means uncommon, and star means rare. And then I love the foil treatment here as well. Most star rare cards are not going to have this foil treatment. There's one other card that is foil like this, or maybe 1 or 2. But yeah, very cool. And then Lee Jordan, another rare card. So that was that. I think that was the first pack we opened, and we're like, wow, that was really good. That was really cool. All right, another Diagon Alley pack here. Screech Owl, Dogbane Potion, Tawny Owl. I think this one is new to me anyway. When I say new, I mean like new to me, new to my collection. But yeah, most of these cards I do have copies of. Blue Wig, Picking on Neville, I think is a new one. Basically, I didn't recognize that one. Butterfly Weed Balm, I do have that one. Potions and Character Magical Creatures, Injured. Practical Joke is also new, I think, to me. And I do have Eloptal Emporium, I believe. Yeah, there you go. And then the Quidditch pack here. Research, I do have that. Clean Sweep 7. I have a couple of broomstick cards. I can't remember if I have this one yet. By the way, the new thing, the new kind of mechanic, the Quidditch Cup set introduced the Quidditch lesson. So the symbol at the top shows like what kind of card it is. You have to have that number of lessons. I think you have to have that number of total lessons, and at least one of them has to be of that symbol, if I remember correctly. I know there's some cards that require like 10 or 11 lessons to play, so I don't think you need like 10 of the same one, as far as I can tell. It's been a while. Anyway, Desk into Pig, that's also new to me. Bloodroot Poison, I recognize that. Mopsus Potion, I think that's also new. Drowsiness Draught, I recognize that. Transfiguration Lesson and Quidditch Lesson, of course. Defendo, I think is new to me. Comet 260, I think I recognize this one. I can't remember which of those broomsticks I have. This is new, though. This is lovely. Support banner, Potter for president. Yeah, I thought this was this is a nice, sweet card here. At the end of your turn, draw a card. If you played at least one spell card that needs Quidditch power. At the end of your turn, draw a card if you played at least one spell card that needs Quidditch power that turn. That's cool. You get more cards, although you want to be careful because just like with other Wizards of the Coast card games, you lose if your deck runs out. So, yeah, and then of course research. But yeah, support banner. I thought that was a nice card. I like that one. I like that one. All right, going on to the other ones, we have Screech Owl, Dogbane Potion. Kept seeing that one a lot here. Butterfly Weed Balm, Swelling Potion. I recognize that. River Troll. I have a couple of those. Picking on Neville. Charms Lesson, Potions Lesson, Porcupine Robe again. Wild Boar, I do have that. Good Night's Sleep is new to me, I believe. And yeah, Screech Owl. All right, last Diagon Alley pack here. Bludger in the Stands, I think that's new to me. Picking on Neville again. Midair Collision, I do recognize that one. I guess, okay, maybe Quidditch Cup came before Diagon Alley. I can't remember. Because there's a Quidditch card in the Diagon Alley set. So I think it was like the base set, and then I think Quidditch Cup came next, and then Diagon Alley after that. Anyway, Freeze, I do recognize that. The Standard Book of Spells, Grade 1. I think what the Diagon Alley set introduced was stuff like this, like these sort of like items, like books and wands and things like that, which like these sideways items. Which makes sense, Diagon Alley, you know. Teacup to Rat, I recognize that. Quidditch Lesson, Charms Lesson. Call a Shoe, I do not, I think that is new to me. Quintuped, I do have that. That's freaky looking. Self-Stirring Cauldron is new to me. Nice art there. Self-Stirring provides 4 potion power, I guess. But yeah, there you go. Bludger in this, yeah, cool. And now, the last pack. This was the last one that we opened. Pulling Up, I think I have that one. Cobbing, I think that's new to me. Fouled, I do have that one. Cobra Lily is new to me. I guess that's like a snake plant thing. At the end of each of your turns, remove all damage counters from Cobra Lily. I guess because it turns it back into a flower or something. Yeah, creatures can deal damage to your opponent. And when your opponent takes damage, you don't keep... if I remember correctly, you don't keep track on like a counter or anything. When you take damage, you discard a card from your deck. So like it just goes straight, like it just... basically cards get wasted. So that is a strategy where you can try to get your opponent to run out of cards by getting them all discarded through damage. And then of course like health so that your opponent can get rid of the creature. Bruisewort Balm, I think that's new to me. Potions and Transfiguration Lesson. Sticking Up for Neville is new to me, I believe. Yeah, so there's adventures here where, as an effect, so in this case, before each of your turns, your opponent takes 4 damage. So when you play this, it has this. And so in order for your opponent to solve the adventure or get rid of it, your opponent discards his or her hand. So when your opponent discards their hand, then what they get is opponent's reward, where your opponent may put up to 4 non-healing cards from your discard pile to the bottom of your deck in any order. So you kind of get some of those things back, some of those cards you discarded back. So adventure cards are cool. I think I have a few of those. Comet 260, we saw that. And this is so cool. This was the last, yeah, like I said, the last pack that we opened. And we got this holographic golden snitch. When I looked up how much this would be worth, I think I saw it for like $5. I don't know if it was a hollow or non-hollow version that was $5. I couldn't quite tell from the pictures, but wow. What a card to get, right? Like, what a card to get holographic. Like, this is just so perfect. I love this. Item, at the end of your opponent's turn, at the end of your opponent's turn, you win the game unless your opponent has at least 10 more cards in their deck than you do. If they do, your opponent wins the game instead. So much like catching the golden snitch ends the game and most often wins the game because it's so many points, yeah, you basically, if you have fewer, oh, that's interesting, yeah. Yeah, no, if your opponent has more cards than you do, oh, that actually makes sense, because if your opponent has at least 10 more cards than you do, then your opponent wins. But if they don't, then you win at the end of their next turn. That's actually kind of fitting because, if you score enough goals with the quaffle in Quidditch, then kind of like in the fourth Harry Potter book, where in the World Cup, I think like one team got the snitch, but they didn't win because the other team had scored more than like 15 times or something. They had more than 150 points, so they had more points even after catching the snitch. So in this case, 10 cards, like 10. I don't know if they chose that because it's like 10 points for scoring for one goal or something like that. I think also because your decks are for this game were like 60 cards or something. So having 10 more cards, especially later in the game, you have to have 11. You have to have 11 lesson cards to play this. So this is definitely like later in the game, and you wanna make sure that you're not too far behind your opponent when you play this. So really, really cool. And then there's Trevor, which is also new to me. Trevor is Neville's toad. So yeah, there you go. I think I'm definitely going to be sleeving that snitch card because that just feels like special. That's just really cool. Anyway, there you go. That's like I said, it is very rare for me to be able to open 20-year-old booster packs, and so I am glad that I was able to do that. I thought it's really, really cool and really fun. So I'll definitely be adding these to my card game collection in the Harry Potter trading card game section. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, all the best.